If you have a song you've been waiting for, one you wanted to hear, call it out. That's not rude. You don't have to worry about the Dirtbag song. That's a definite. This is called Break It, Don't Buy It.
I'm backstage in Leeds with Brendan B. Brown, lead singer and founder of American rock band Wheatus. Hey Brendan, great to meet you.
Great to meet you, Kieran.
You're on a long European tour. How's it going?
It's going very well. It's not just a European tour, it was a South African tour, and it was a UK tour, and it was a European tour, and it was an American tour. So we started in February of 2019, and we're not off the road until the first week of June.
You tour quite regularly worldwide. Which country do you enjoy most, other than the UK, of course?
Interesting question. We've had good times in Australia. If I had to pick a single country, I know it kind of violates the terms of your question, but I would say Scotland.
Teenage Dirtbag was an incredible success worldwide. Has it been difficult to follow?
I don't know. We haven't tried to follow it. If we ever try to follow Teenage Dirtbag, I'll let you know how difficult it is.
Some people may not know that Teenage Dirtbag has featured in several popular TV series. Does it make you proud that the production companies asked to use it?
Oh, yeah. Every time that song does anything, I'm proud. I'm proud of the song, so yeah, certainly. If people find that it contributes to their own art in some meaningful way, or even just to their lives, whenever it's played at a wedding or whatever, I'm proud of it, sure.
What has been your most memorable moment with the band?
That's tough. It's kind of hard to forget playing with James Brown. We did that back in 2001. It's also kind of tough to forget playing with Joey Ramone at CBGB's. The only time we just ever played CBGB's was with Joey Ramone. There's so many. It's impossible to nail one memorable moment down.
After a dispute with your record label in 2005, you chose to release some of your albums on download only. Were you the first band to do this?
I don't think we were the first band to do that. I'm certain that we weren't. But what we were the first band to do was to suggest to the record label to put the album out for free, which I did in 2001.
You re-released the album Hand Over Your Loved Ones under the new title Suck Phony. Was this new title and reason for this lost on some people?
So there was originally plans for a live album called Suck Phony, because Suck Phony was something that a Finnish metalhead said to me one time at a festival. He was very angry, he wanted to beat me up, and he said Suck Phony. He was calling me a phony. So we said that we should call a live album Suck Phony one day. That's the origin of the title. But then our second record label wouldn't release it, so we took it back and we renamed it and we released it ourselves. And that was when it was called Suck Phony. It was kind of an angry moment for us, but we got over it.
Despite a lot of your albums not being available in shops, you have remained popular. Are you surprised by this?
Yeah. We're surprised by being invited back to do this over and over again. We are surprised continually. I don't understand why people want to have us back, but we enjoy it and we don't take it for granted, so we'll continue to do so.
How is the new album coming along?
Very well. We are playing... We're suited to play 3 of them on stage, but it depends on whether or not they come up. 2 of the songs are already out, Tipsy and Lullaby, and then the third is a song called Michelle that we've been playing on and off, but hasn't been released yet, but we have been performing it. But when we go back, we're going to record the rest of that album 7.
How would you describe Wheatus in 3 words?
Yikes. We are 7.
You covered A Little Respect by Asia, and it was a great success.
Erasure.
Yeah, Erasure.
Yeah, Erasure.
Were Erasure happy with your version?
I don't know. We never found out whether or not Andy Bell and Vince Clarke were happy with our version. I would hope that they were, but understandably, they haven't spoken on this, I don't think.
Gabrielle Sterbenz and Lady Danger is one of your support acts. Gabrielle is also one of your backing singers. Does that make touring easier or more difficult?
Easier. She knows everything about the Wheatus rig and can set it up by herself, and I help her with her band sound checks, and she's using part of our rig to do it, so it's much more self-contained that way. Yeah.
Your sister Liz is also part of Lady Danger. Is it nice having with you on the tour?
Well, so my sister doesn't come on tour anymore, although she is a sort of a practicing member of Gabrielle's band. She doesn't come on tour. Gabrielle's friend Shannon is on tour right now, is on the bass. So, yeah, we're, it's a sort of a revolving door, if you will. But my sister's been on and off the road since 2001, so,
Do you have anything interesting on your rider?
Smoked salmon and blueberries. I eat them for breakfast. I don't know if that's particularly interesting, but it's bear food.
Fucking lie. It's true. You are at times quite vocal politically. Have you ever considered going into politics?
No. I'm not good at it.
Need a new prime minister.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm afraid you're not going to get a good one. That's the problem. There's a shortage of good leadership out there these days.
That's the end of the interview. Do you have a message for people watching or anything you want to plug?
I just want to say thank you for paying attention to us. Thanks for asking me to do an interview for your show. And you can find us at patreon.com/Wheatus or twitter.com/Wheatus. Facebook is Wheatus Official, I think. And come visit us online. We're pretty much active year-round these days, so yeah, you can come and visit us and hang out. Oh, and next year we're gonna release the 20th anniversary edition of our first record. It's gonna have 20 songs on it.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
I'm in Leeds with Gabrielle Sterbenz, support act and also backing singer with rock band Wheatus. Hey Gabrielle, it's great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
How did you first get into music?
I've been singing since I was a little girl. By the age of 3, I knew I wanted to be a singer. So I was singing all through, my upbringing. I had been singing professionally when I got out of university. And then I met Brendan in 2011, and that's when I joined Wheatus. But I had always been doing my own stuff. So, yeah, I've been doing it forever.
Being a support act and backing singer for Wheatus means you do 2 shows a night. Does that not tire you out?
Oh, it sure does. That's 2 sound checks a day, 2 shows a day. You have to be really strategic about using your time well. Every minute that I have, I'm like, okay, what thing can I check off the list? Whether it's getting my gear ready or getting my shower in or trying to get a meal or writing the set list or, there's a million things to do every day. And yeah, it is tiring. Not gonna lie.
How did the name Last Danger come about for your band?
Oh, Lady Danger.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
We wrote it down
Actually, so Carly Bruce, who is another backing singer in Wheatus and artist in her own right, wears a bright red lipstick from MAC called Lady Danger. And I always love the lipstick, and I always wear red lipstick. And I play with all women, so I thought it was really cute. And that's where it came from. Sorry, MAC. Apparently it's not a copyright issue because they make makeup and I make music, so it's not the same thing.
You tour quite regularly worldwide. Which country do you enjoy the most, other than the UK, of course?
Wow. We don't get to go there that often, but I would love if we spent more time in France. I love going to Germany. And I like when we get to tour America because we don't get to do that all that often.
What's been your most memorable moment on tour?
On this tour? Or in life?
Any tour.
Oh, goodness. Well, you know what? Let's stick with this one because I can grasp that. We've been on the road since February 17th. So I guess the most memorable moment would be when we were in South Africa and there was like a crazy monsoon while we were playing, and Teenage Dirtbag got cut off in the middle because of the weather, and like all our gear was getting soaked by rain and the wind was crazy. That's probably the most memorable moment.
How would you describe Gabrielle Sterbenz and Lady Danger in 3 words?
I am gonna go to my bandmate Joey for this. She made up a term called gentle lady rock. And I think it's really funny, and it's probably pretty accurate, but it's also sort of silly. Yeah, that's probably it.
What's it like playing with Brendan's sister Liz in Lady Danger?
It's wonderful. I met Liz actually the exact same night that I met Brendan, and we started hanging out together and singing together, and she's a really wonderful person and a very talented musician, and I love playing with her.
Do you have anything interesting on your rider?
We're really lame, and we have mostly like a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff, but we always make sure to have chocolate. And lately we've gotten into having kombucha, which I love, and so that's like a special treat when it actually is in the dressing room. It's like, oh. So, do you know what kombucha is? No. It is a fermented tea, and it's really weird. And like at first when you taste it, you're like, I'm not sure if this is good, and then something happens, and then you love it.
That's the end of the interview. Can you tell people watching how they can hear your music and your website address?
Yeah. So my website is GabrielleSterbenz.com, and I'm on Spotify, and Instagram and all that. But the trickiest part is probably the spelling of my last name, which is Sterbenz, as you Brits like to say. And Gabrielle, it's the French one, LLE.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.